Awesome. Thanks so much, everybody. Once again, Mario here, your diamond out of Southern California. Excited to be able to share with you this afternoon. As always, every single Wednesday, we take some time, we get a notepad, a piece of paper, and we spend time getting better at the skill sets necessary to become a network marketer. For many of you guys, this is the first time you've ever ventured into network marketing, right? You know, maybe you've came across the product and you just had an incredible testimony. Maybe you just saw the power of CBD and you decided that, man, I can't stand on the sideline for this one. And so here you are, you're in network marketing. It's something that's brand new to you. You've never tried it before. It's uncomfortable. It's nerve-wracking. It's scary, but you love it just the same, right? That was me. I'd been in traditional sales for a long time, but getting into network marketing is very different, right? This is a relationship business. And so it challenged me to get better. And I think that that's one of the things at the very beginning that actually kept me forward was that I knew my success was going to come from me 100%. And I was not used to losing. I was not used to having some flip over to my hotspot because for some reason this one is just not working. So hang tight, guys. Okay, let's see. All right, it's not working on the hotspot, but either way, we'll just let it go. All right, so what I was saying was, I think that my secret to success at the very was the fact that there we go, was the fact that I was just too darn stubborn to let this beat me. And so I was like, come hell or high water, the last thing I was going to do was see somebody, you know, in the streets or at a birthday party or at a barbecue and them say, oh, are you still doing that thing? Ha, ha, ha. And then me say, oh yeah, you know, no, I'm not going to do that anymore. For me, that was just not going to happen. And so every Wednesday, what we do is we take some time and we designate it to learning the 7 skills that are necessary to becoming a network marketing professional. So the 7 skills, if you're taking notes, is finding prospects, inviting, presenting, which is what we're going to talk about today, follow-up, closing. Okay, and I know some people don't like that word, but closing just basically means getting somebody to move forward, whether it's to become a customer or to become a brand partner. Launching, so basically getting a new person and helping them get their business started, and then events, right? How do we promote for events, okay? So all of that being said, let's talk about, we've gone through prospecting, we've gone through inviting. Today we're going to talk about presenting, okay? So there's a couple of things that you always want to write down when you're getting into presentation mode. Everything that you do, everything that you say revolves around these 3 questions. If you can answer these 3 questions with yes, you're going to get somebody to join your team. So number 1, every single time you present the information to somebody, they're going to be asking themselves, number 1, does it work? Okay. So everything that they're seeing, they're saying, does this work? Does this work? Does this work? Number 2, can I do it? So the second question, they're going to be seeing everything. Like think of a set of lenses, right? You put some lenses on, right? Okay, this wasn't a prop, but I happen to have them here. Okay, so you put some lenses on, and seeing through those lenses, you've got, does it work? Can I do it? And the third is, will they help me? So everything that they are seeing is going through those lenses. Does it work? Can I do it? And will they help me? So keep that in mind whenever you're presenting, because guys, I want you to understand that you guys should be able to present at any given time. Okay, now we do have a system, right? But one of my first mentors used to say, Mario, everybody should be able to give a napkin presentation at any time. And what does a napkin presentation basically means? If I'm sitting at lunch with somebody, or I'm having a cup of coffee and they say, hey, what is it that you do? And I say, oh, I just launched a CBD product as a broker distributor. And what does that mean? Like, how does that work? Here, let me grab this napkin. And I draw it out for them. We should be able to do that, every single one of us. So you want to be able to present at a moment's notice, but we do have specific systems in place because, you definitely do want to get your people in front of somebody else that has more credibility, that has more experience, that has more skill set. And that's the way our system is designed. But, so with that being said, guys, before we talk about the presentation itself, and what I'm going to do today is I'm going to go through our presentation and we're going to talk about some specific like what is this slide meant, who would really resonate with this particular point, because there are subtleties presentation that you guys have got to grab. Okay, so Nation, I want you guys to have a firm understanding traits. Why? You have to know who you don't have the opportunity to know them because maybe you're taking a call from somebody, or because you're still presenting the opportunity. Okay. Sorry, guys, you're gonna have to bear with me. I understand we're going in and out. So you're gonna have 4 different types of people. Okay. Okay. Trying to readjust the connection, guys. I'm not talking. I'm trying to readjust the connection. All right, we're just gonna have to make do with this, guys, because it's not working right now. So I'm trying to get it hooked up to my hotspot, but it's not working. So I'm just gonna have to bear with me. You don't have to tell me every 5 minutes that you can't hear it. I'll try that, Jen, once we're off. Thank you so much. So I want you guys to understand who we're talking to, and I'm recording this, so hopefully it'll come up better on the recording. Okay. You have 4 types of people that you're going to be sharing the information with. Okay. Number 1 type of person, we call them a red type A personality. That's a go-getter, right? Some character traits of this person is a high achiever, super competitive, ambitious, money motivated, and loves to talk about the numbers. Okay. So you have to know who you're talking to. Character type B, okay, is somebody that we characterize as fun. Okay. They say they're a blue personality. Life of the party, outgoing, energetic, fast-paced, loves events, gatherings, and parties. Type C is a helper. Okay, the color coordinated with this is yellow. Okay, so easy, go with the flow, just lay below the radar type of person, usually a servant, the people that are volunteering all the time, people that are charitable. They're usually like teachers or counselors, and they love hearts that we're involved with, okay? And then type D, critical thinker, okay? This is a green, someone who's very detail-oriented, analytical, not very emotional, okay? Buys very slow, okay? This is something you have to understand, because a red or somebody who's a go-getter buys fast. A green buys very slow. So sometimes if you are a red personality, you struggle with a green, because in your mind, you're like, come on, let's go, let's go, let's go. And everything inside of them to their core is like, why would you go, go, go? I need to sit down. I need to read all the products, right? So these are the type of person that's like an accountant or an engineer, right? These are people that are very, very much attention to detail, okay? So that said, when you are presenting the information, you want to know who you're presenting to. So what we're gonna do, guys, is I thought it would be good to go through the presentation itself and just talk about some things that I think about when I'm presenting. So if you're taking notes, obviously, pick up on some of these cues. So first thing we do is we talk about our who we are, okay? So your testimony. Now, most of you guys, if not all of you, with the exception of maybe one or two, have a slide like this, okay? So when you get higher in the ranks in your Viseo business and you get recognized and promoted, you have one of these. Now, what you guys want to know about presenting your information, when you're talking about yourself, you're not going to have a slide like this. So typically, you'll be doing it from here, okay? So you're doing like your welcome, your greeting. So a couple things you want to do. Number one is you want to help them to know, okay, that you are just like them. Hey, listen, guys, I didn't have any experience in anything like this before. My background, and here's the thing too, you guys want to make sure that your testimony is not a trainamony, okay? Let's say that again. Your testimony is not a trainamony. This is not your opportunity to talk for about 100 years about like, hey guys, my name is Mario Delgadillo. I'm from Southern California. And let me share my story with you guys. It all started in 1980. And I just start going through my whole life. No, that's not what it is. It's real simple, because you got to be able to relate. Because if someone sees you giving this long, drawn out, even if it's really good testimony, they're not going to be able to relate to you, because they're going to say, I can't do that. Or maybe they don't have the same amount of experience as you do. So you want to make it very simple so that they can relate to you. So, hey guys, real quick, I just want to thank you so much for taking some time to learn about what we've got going on. Let me share my story with you guys. Real simple, guys. My name is so-and-so. I live here. Okay. So my name is Mario Delgadillo from Eastvale, California. Prior to get, because you're still on the way up, you're still, once you have advanced positions in the company, I'll give you like a template to utilize for your testimony. But when you're still brand new, when you're still building your business and you haven't really achieved any of the higher ranks, you just say, hey, my name is so-and-so, I'm from here, okay? My background is, for me, education, right? I used to be a director of admissions, and I've been with the company. Basically, if it's under a year, okay? If it's under a year, you say that. Well, listen, I've been with the company about 6 months. I've been with the company about 8 months. If it's over a year, just say I've been with the company a short time. Okay, that's really all you want to say. Don't do like those moms who say, oh, how old is your son? He's 79 months old. And the people are like, at least me, I'm always like, what? You mean he's 3? Right? So you don't need to do that. So if it's under a year, say what it is. If it's over a year, then you just say for a short time. So I'm going to give you an example. Hey, everybody, thanks so much for taking a few minutes to learn about our opportunity. My name is Mario Delgadillo. My wife and I are from Eastvale, California. Prior to getting partnered up with the company, I come from the education space. I was a director of admissions, and I've been with the company for just a short time. And I'm really excited to share with you what we've got going on. So let's go ahead and get into the information. Okay, real simple. Nothing more, nothing less. Now, that's a testimonial for somebody who is going to share the business. Okay, because you might be saying, but Mario, I have incredible testimonies with the products. That's not what this is for. Now, you might say, I have a few very incredible testimonials on our products, but we'll get to that later. Okay, so now as you continue to move forward, here, this is something that we've added on our team, and it's just a little bit of setting the table, helping people to understand. For me, it's building value for what we do and who we are. This also helps us to set us apart, but it's kind of like a story. So, hey, guys, let's just start here. Number one, would you guys agree that people are looking for answers? You know, how do we protect ourselves? And they're nervous, they're confused, right? So, and then you just, this is literally like a 5-10 second thing. Okay, so now the answer is and always has been found in nature and nutrition, guys. But before we talk about how we can start learning about nutrition, how we can start strengthening ourselves, what we want to do is identify a couple of problems. Okay, so number one problem, okay, because our job is to solve a problem. Right? If you are presenting an opportunity, if you're selling something, it doesn't matter what it is. If you can solve a problem, then you have validity, right? You're validated. There's a reason. You're justifying your existence. So our soil is nutrient drained, which means our fruits and veggies, even organic, aren't getting us what we need. Okay, so this is why people start take nutritional supplements. There is an additional problem. Guys, I created was read this, it's just the picture and you have to remember, could share this. So if you're sitting down with somebody and you say to them, look, we know people are confused, you know, and again, maybe on a one to get educated, but a couple things, you know, that we had to really understand is number one, that our soil is nutrient drained or nutrient deficient. So our fruits and our veggies, even organic, aren't getting us what we need. Right? This is why people starting to take nutritional supplements, but there's an additional problem. It's called absorption. See, traditional supplements do not absorb, right? And you can give, you know, just a short example. You know, when you put something in your body, it goes through your GI tract, your digestive system. And then what happens is it bypasses your liver, goes directly to your bloodstream, or excuse me, it goes through your liver and it gets filtered out. So, because I'm still diagnosing the problem. Now, what most people don't know is as it pertains to supplementation, we get a very small amount, anywhere from 8 to 12% into our blood, okay? Keep on moving. It's because you're still setting the table. You're building value for who we are, our X factor. So in 1965 or in the 60s, you know, they identified this problem with absorption. And so the way that they offset this problem or to increase absorption is they came up with something called a liposome. And you just the liposome is a molecule surrounded in fat. Inside that molecule, they put the nutrients. All it is, guys, you put nutrients, your liver gets into your blood with up to 95% absorption. Game, set, match, okay? So this is very important. What is all of this doing, okay? This is satisfying a couple of different types of people, right? I would say the critical in the details, like what sets you apart. I would also say, I would also say that this satisfies the go-getter, because the go-getter is also, right, the red is also asking, well, how is it that I'm going to be able to make this money? What sets this apart, okay? So now here's another one that I love. This is one that we just put in. Again, just kind of solidifying who we are. We are the solution, okay? Our goal is education, and we're teaching people what they can do to protect their health and strengthen their bodies, and then we pay it forward. This slide should be 5 seconds, guys, okay? And I think so many times, especially when you're learning how to present, people think that every slide needs to take a lot, right? So let's go backwards real quick, and I'm going to go through this just to show you how fluid this can be. So guys, let's set the table. People are looking for answers. How do we protect ourselves? They're nervous, they're confused. And so let me be the first to tell you the answer is and always has been found in nature, in the nutrition that we have. But there's a few problems. Our soil is nutrient drained. So our fruits and veggies, even organic, aren't getting us what we need. This is why people start to take supplements, and there's an additional problem with that. Okay, traditional supplements don't absorb. So guys, did you know that if you put something into your body like a supplement, multivitamin or whatnot, you're only going to get a very small amount. Your stomach tears it apart, and then your liver basically filters it out. So in the 60s, doctors and scientists identified this problem, and they came up with a solution. It's called liposomal technology. A liposome is a little molecule surrounded in fat, and they stick the nutrients inside because it can survive your stomach and bypasses your liver, goes directly into your bloodstream with up to 95% absorption. So ladies and gentlemen, who are we? We're the solution. Our goal is education. We're teaching people what they can do to protect their health, strengthen their bodies, and pay it forward. You see how simple that was, guys? It doesn't need to be this extensive, it just literally we've created it in such a way where hold on. So at this point, again, I want you to understand that when somebody is sitting in this presentation, okay, not all of them are coming to the presentation just for the business opportunity, okay? So what we've decided to do is we want to talk about the products and build a ton of value, and then we transition to the business side after. So what I say here is, by the way, guys, here with Viseo, you can make an impact, okay? Not just by taking these products for your own personal health and sharing it with people. There is an income opportunity. We do have a business model, so we'll talk about that towards the end, and then we keep on moving. Now, when we come to Hearts and Hands for Humanity, okay, if you guys recall, often I say, let's talk about the heart of our company. Now, knowing what you know about the 4 types of character traits, who do you think would really benefit from hearing about Hearts and Hands for Humanity? Remember, we have red, blue, yellow, green. Type it in for me. So red is the go-getter, blue is the fun person, yellow is the helper, and green is the analytical person. Who do you think would benefit from hearing about this? Let's see. Yellows, yeah. Right, helpers. So here's where, understand, if I'm in a room that is full of real estate professionals, okay? Now, I am generalizing, so don't kill me here, but if I'm in a room full of real estate brokers and agents, typically you're gonna find that they're reds, right? So, and how would I know that? Because I got there before the meeting, right? Or I had some interaction with them before, and I know who my audience is, right? So if we have a bunch of people that are reds, I don't need to spend a lot of time here because it's not even something that's really going to resonate with them. Okay. Now, if I have a group of reds, but I do know, because I spoke to a couple of the people before, that there's a couple of yellows in the room, and they're like hardcore yellow, doing, hold on, this approval deal to get you guys in. I have to take this off. So what happens is, when you're sharing this, you have to know who you're talking to. It also helps to condense time frames. So if you have no yellows in the room, talk about this, but you don't have to go into greater detail. Now, if you're in a room and you're doing a meeting for somebody and it's at their office and they're all social workers, okay, maybe you want to spend a little bit more time here. So I usually just keep it brief and say, hey guys, before we talk about the information, let me share with you a little bit about the heart of our company. Okay, we've partnered up with Hearts and Hands for Humanity, a nonprofit organization. And what we've done in our first 3 years is we put over 100 freshwater wells into the ground in Tanzania, Africa. So very awesome, money motivated or business related. So now as we continue to move forward, we're going to talk about the company. So I say our company's called Viseo. 3 years old, but in our first 2 years, we won a global award, top 50 healthcare companies in the world, and they gave us this award for credibility, right? Yeah, Angie, I know we established that. The connection is not good, guys. I get it. Sorry, nothing I can do about it. Who do you think that this is going to benefit, right? Who do you think is going to want to hear about the award we won? So what color is it? Red, blue, yellow, or green? Reds. Okay. Who else? Greens and green. You can't give two answers, Christina. Red. Okay. Are we there? Or you guys just don't know? Is that why you're not answering? Okay, green. Yeah, the answer is more likely green, okay? Because a green wants to do their research. And part of doing research is knowing that we've gotten acknowledged by a third party, okay? And it gives credibility. And that's something that greens typically like. Yeah, you're right, Christina, that it could give, like I said, all of these there's not a right answer. What I'm trying to talk to you about is in general. So I could make a case that every single one of these colors would think this is awesome. And I think that a credibility. I also think that a yellow, when you're presenting the information, you have to know factors. You're trying to find reasons that they're going to say, I want to do this and I'm going to join. So this is a screen, and this one here, okay, that is really about greens. Now, this one specifically, I think is for all, but a green is really the one that, if you're going to have a character trait color and you have to pick one, I'm going to say green is the one that's typically going to research the okay, a red it's going to be important to the red, like, oh, cool. But a green is going to base their buying to say, oh, well, I saw this on the internet. That's who these are. So you're trying to establish, obviously, 30 years experience. Statistics some of you guys haven't heard, or most of you have, but you should know it and be able to share it, is that since 2001, there have been 48,000 network marketing companies born. Out of the 48,000, only 13 have made it to $1 billion in revenue. Out of the 13, Dallin has taken 2 of those 13, just for your own notes. The company, first one was called USANA. Okay, USANA is still a multi-billion-dollar company. It publicly trades on the New York Stock Exchange. It publicly trades on the New York Stock Exchange for over $100 a share. So one of the top long-lasting, stable companies in the industry. And then the other one was his own company called Monavie. Monavie was the fastest growing company in network marketing history. So he knows what he's doing. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about the products. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on these. Buying, feeding, I know that when I come to this, guys, we're not this day. There's a lot of people that will come to you because you talk to them about CBD, but guys, we're not just a CBD company. Remember that. So when I say to somebody, listen, we're not just a CBD company. We're not just a skincare company. We're not a nutraceutical company, right? We're all of those things, but we are the thing that we are is an advanced delivery systems company. And what I'm trying to do is cast vision, because most companies are like a one-trick pony, right? And we're not. We're very diversified, but we actually have an X factor, which is advanced delivery. So we've got some videos here. I'm not going to go through these. This is really cool. Again, an emotional tie, get somebody excited about what's her testimony and what that means and how relevant that is to the marketplace. CBD is a sizzle product. What you want to make sure you're getting across with CBD is that it's got a 20-year global patent on the liposomal technology, and it's got a third-party certification for THC 0.00, okay? Here we just talk about the different industries. I like what Jesus Guerrero always says. He talks about the different industries here. Anxiety is a massive industry. Hold on. No, guys, hold on. Huge industry, mood, right? You know, keeping people away from depression, immune system. So these are all very, very big industries that CBD. And again, you're casting vision, especially for the go-getter, for the red. They're seeing, and their wheels are probably turning about how many people they can get to. This product here, this is good because there's a lot of people out there that are. Hey guys, let's keep the conversations on the chat to a minimum unless you're asking questions. Thanks. So this really will help for people who are trying to cast vision. You're trying to see how big this can get. Man, I know a lot of people who would love to use this for their animals, but it's also for the customer, the person who is out there looking for a product for their animals. So it's a pretty good product. Slide there. Here we're casting vision. Okay, we're talking about how big this can get, how big this can be, right? And we talk about timing. Being early is everything. Now, what we're going to do when I come to this slide is we start at the top left. If you're looking at the screen, go to the Shake, Renew, Sleep, Eternal, Beleza, Neuro, Vtox, V-Slim, V3 Complete. And then in the interim, it always comes back. So we talk about the Shake, advanced delivery systems, only one in the world with that. The grass-fed whey, it's got the Happy Cow logo, certification, the V-Shake, the plant-based vegan. It's got all 18 branch chain amino acids, which is huge, and it's got a great taste. Okay, also advanced delivery. Now it comes back to the slide. We go to Renew. The one you want to talk about here again is curcumin, #1 most potent anti-inflammatory in the world. Then we've got Liana's testimony. Again, this is one of those, hey, see it to believe it type of things. The reason we use videos, guys, is because people get tied emotionally to seeing a video, right? There's something different. And it also breaks up the information, okay? So when you're just watching somebody speak, right, like live like this, or you're just watching dynamic, breaks it up, keeps their attention span, stay asleep, and is really what to switch off.
All right.
We've got another awesome testimonial from Tatiana about sleep.
All right.
Comes back here, Eternal, okay, Eternal, superfruits, glutathione, which is your body's own natural defense against viruses and diseases. Hydrolyzed collagen, which is good for your hair, nails, and skin. Microactive CoQ10, good for your heart and your brain. Come here, we talk about just diseases that are documented diseases that are links to low glutathione. Now, again, be careful with this. This is something that I've added. If you don't feel comfortable talking about this, you can delete it out as well. But it just gives some people some ideas of what happens to somebody who has low glutathione. A lot of times I'll actually utilize like a disclaimer here and say, hey, by the way, guys, I'm not telling you that you're not going to have any of these diseases. I'm not going to tell you if you have it, it's going to go away. What I'm going to tell you is these are things that have been linked to low glutathione. And in this product, we have glutathione with up to a 95% absorption. So it's an awesome product. Keep on moving, okay? Now we talk about Beleza, who our partner is, Warren Buffett, Berkshire Hathaway, worldwide exclusivity on the product, which is huge. Talk about the difference between most skincare lines that stop at the epidermis and a liposomal skincare line. By the way, maybe some of you have not known this, but our product is multi-layered. So when you have a liposomal in it, put some more nutrients in, covered it in a liposome, almost like a time release. It releases as it gets deeper into the skin. Be careful with testimonials. Again, just you can always say something like, hey guys, now we know testimonials are unique to every person, but these are just some really cool ones that I thought I'd share with you, and just, you know, your testimonials and your results may vary. Again, highlight under the eyes and forehead, on the side here, and I think these are called 11s. These are your crow's feet. With Monica, I was talking about under the eyes. With Jen, I talk about the forehead. Tanya, I usually give just because it's such a dramatic change. One of the things I talk about here at times is I'll say that she used to be in the cosmetics industry. So to see this change was really like good for brain fog, balance, memory, a lot of those things we talk about. Marcel's testimonial. Then we come to Vitox. Vitox is really good for detoxing the liver, the lungs, colon, the organs in your body. Helps to eliminate heavy metals and toxins. So again, but I will tell you this, know your audience, okay? Who are you talking to? Okay, so I can send it to you, Liana. Know who you're talking to. If you're sitting in front of a red and you're doing a one-on-one presentation on your laptop, you might not have to go through so much detail, right, with all these products. But if you're sitting with a green or somebody who's a nurse or a pharmacist or a doctor, right, then you might want to spend a lot of time just kind of digging in. Okay, so next one is V-Slim and V3. Okay, I put them together. V-Slim, curb your appetite, burn belly fat, really good with helping balance blood sugar levels for people who are diabetic. V3, all plant-based, energy, never get a crash, good with hydration, and good for mood. And then on your Core Complete, I actually, if you can see it, I just read this. Can't read, but whole foods, green foods, superfruits, probiotics and prebiotics, omegas 3, 5, 6, and 8. You've got digestive enzymes, amino acids, phytonutrients, and tons of vitamins and minerals. Okay, so yeah, guys, I'm not going to send them out individually. I'm going to clean it up a little bit, and then I'll post it on the U-Crew movement Facebook page, so you can download the PowerPoint there. Okay, this one I don't go through it. What I do is I tell them, like, take a screenshot or a picture, and then you could go through and do the side-by-side comparisons a little bit later. But I always point out the price, because you will have people that are in the room that are loving all of this, and they're in the back of their mind, they're like, but they're not talking about price. How much is this? How much is this? So right off the bat, this is going to share with people that our pricing is actually pretty darn good, okay? Now, we're going to transition into the business. And so don't be afraid, guys, to tell people, hey, listen, I'm sure you've probably tried network marketing before, or you have a friend who tried marketing, direct sales, home-based business, they're all the same. Can be successful with the sale. And I don't have a problem saying natural health. They're out there Googling for what we do. You're actually just need to see, how you just share things that you like with other people. Given our company a recommendation, again, we're building credibility, okay? So make sure you understand that the idea here is that these people are awesome, and they've already come out and given their recommendation on our company. And then 8 ways to make money. I'm not going to go through that too much, but remember who you're talking to. So if I'm talking to a numbers-oriented person, a red, I'm going to keep it high level and talk big numbers, okay? If I'm talking to a blue, somebody who's always excited, I'm going to talk to them about the lifestyle trips. That's what I'm going to focus on the most. I'm going to go through them all, but that's where I'm going to kind of spend a lot of time. A yellow, a charitable, that you just kind of go through everything with them. I don't think there's not one particular thing that grabs a yellow about our compensation plan. And then a green, if you're sitting with a green, be prepared to have to go into depth later. Like they're going to say, okay, team commissions, you can earn up to $28,000 every single week based on your team's production of purchasing of products, people joining, people purchasing on a reoccurring theme. The green is going to say, well, how many people purchase on a reoccurring? And they're going to write a note, what is the retention level of products? And they're going to, so that they're going to go a little deeper there. Okay. This here, all you want to know is there's 4 products to cover, actually 5. You talk about STAR, because that's the core of everything we do. Then we talk about gold. And all you want to say is you're going to do about 10,000 in sales between you and your team. Okay, because think about that. If it's 5,000 on your lesser leg, then to make it your lesser leg, then this one has to be at least 5. So 5 and 5 is 10. So you say, hey, you do at least about 10. You don't need to say that here, but just in case somebody asks you. So you say, gold is where we actually get you to your first leadership position. You're able to earn an all expense paid trip to the Bahamas. Diamond is the next one you want to talk about. Black diamond you want to talk about, and then triple crown black diamond, or excuse me, triple crown blue diamond. And the one thing that I always note here is that there's nobody in crown, double, or triple. Okay. So here, how do you find abundance that you're looking for? Obviously say yes, and you're going to simplify it, right? Can I do it? Does it work? Will they help me? Well, here's how it works. Our system is rock solid. So number one is this, guys. You're going to place an order, okay? And let me ask you guys your opinion, because we've been doing this for, we're going to do this for a little while. We've been doing this for a little while. Remember when everything we did and talked about was founders only, and then by default, we just talked about these little packs. We flipped it. Now we talk about, our intro packs, and then we kind of say, hey, by the way, there's another package for people who are really serious. How do you like that approach? Share with me in the chat how you think that's going. Do you feel more comfortable talking and having buying conversations? Do you feel like people are more receptive? What are your thoughts on that approach? So while I'm waiting for your answers there, I'm going to just keep on going. So number one, you place an order. We've got a number of different packages. I'm going to share with you what they are. Number two, okay, is this, guys. The only thing you have for business is to make about $100. This is free, okay? More receptive to the intro packs. Today's times, I think smaller packages presented first, and those series go. Yeah, okay, good. Yeah. So you get the small, you get 3 customers, and yours is free, so you can completely. And then number 3, become a star. So we're gonna help you find one person on your left and one person on your right. Now you're a star. Made $25. But when we help each one of those do the same thing, one on the left, one on the right, one on the left, one on the right. Okay. Now you're a star maker. You earn another $100 just by doing that. Okay. Now you have more packs. We talk about them. This is the Fortify pack. You got mental wellness pack 1 and 2, which I think the mental wellness pack number 1 is probably hands down one of the best packages that we offer, like as far as value is concerned and what people get. You've also got a couple of a la carte products, and then foundation pack. Okay, so here I'd say, remember, I said we do have for a certain type of person, we have a foundation pack, which basically means you're going to be a founder in the company, and the company will pay you 2% revenue share, pays out every week for the life of the company. And then we talk about, again, can I do it? Will they help me? This falls under the will they help me. So listen, we've got a turnkey system, guys. It's not, I always say, it's not about sales, okay? If you can send some messages, if you can send a video, if you can get people to jump on a Zoom, you can be successful, because what we do is we share a little about the company, share a little bit of the product, and when somebody says they're open, we connect them over to somebody who can help us. Talk about the tools, real simple, veterans program, and we are done. Okay, so I'm gonna unscreen share this, come back to I can see y'all. Now, I've got a few minutes. Let's do this. By typing number 1, how many of you guys have actually gone through the presentation, like the PowerPoint, and actually like presented to somebody before? Whether it's on a one-on-one basis, on a Zoom, in a home party. Type a number 1 if you presented using the flip chart. Okay. Maya. Okay, so you haven't presented it, but you've gone through it, okay? Yes, this is called flipping the chart. The old one, okay. All right, so look at, I'm gonna actually show you one other tool that I think is really awesome. So this actually was created by Greg Ferraro. Greg Ferraro and I actually, Greg Ferraro and I actually built a network marketing company together. Actually, Jesus and Maya were there as well, called ACN. And in ACN, we actually had what was called a 1 through 10 document, where it was literally a sheet of paper that you could keep with you. And at any given time, you can go and, hold on one second, guys. Okay, not presented it, okay. At any given time, you can take out this sheet of paper and you can share the information. Well, Greg Ferraro actually had worked with corporate and had them make one. Now, I'll tell you, that was the core of what we did. Now, again, it was a different time, but the core of what we did was on that, and they went through it, and anybody could present it. I'm going to show this to you, and if you don't know that this exists, it's probably a really good thing for you to actually have or print it out or keep it on you, because it's really good and it comes in handy. So let me see if I can find it real quick. Yep, okay, so I found it. Let me go ahead and share screen with you guys. How many of you guys have seen this document before? Anybody? Let me see your chat. Have any of you seen this document before? Okay, good. Me, good. So a few of you guys, most of the leaders. So this is really good, okay? Rita, this is a 1 through 10. It's just not 1 through 10, it's 1 through 5. Okay, so what you do, Rita was with ACN as well, I forgot, sorry Rita. So when you sit down with somebody, you start here on the top left corner, you just say, listen, I'm not sure where you're at in life. If you're looking for more time, more travel, more money, more giving, but we've got something for you here with the sales. So I'm gonna just kind of breeze through this so you can understand who we are. And first thing I'm gonna talk to you about is world-class leadership. Our founder, Mr. Dallin Larson, has been in the industry for over 30 years. He's taken 2 companies to $1 billion, which is phenomenal. And he's surrounded himself with a first-class team. Mr. Daniel PQ is our president. He's built a couple of multi-million-dollar businesses prior to our company as well. So we've got a ton of experience here. Now, number 2 is disruptive science and product, because you have to have something that sets you apart, right? And so here's the problem. The problem is that most supplements don't work. Okay. And you can tell them, whatever you take, you kind of poop and pee it out. And they created a solution. It's called a liposome. Explain a liposome. Now we have a bunch of different products, and you can kind of go through the products themselves. Okay. And then, you talk about the top 50 healthcare companies in the world, right? What that means. Then another problem is that people are, not making enough money. They don't have time. So you can talk about the gig economy, the credibility here, the fact that we're early, our rewards package right here. There's 8 ways we get paid, all the different ranks that we have, and then a worthwhile cause. So 5 points, right? So we've got world-class leadership, disruptive sciences, the right timing, generous rewards, and a worthwhile cause. Now, so what's next? Bam. 3 steps: place an order, enroll in the LCP, and become a star and a star maker. If I was somebody who was like, maybe you're saying like, I'm not really good at computers, or I don't have a laptop. You can go to Staples, and I think it's print@staples.com. All you do is save this and email it to them. When you go over there, you can print it out. And what I would do is I'd make it double-sided, and I'd have them laminate it so that I keep this in my bag for me, because I want to go through side 1 here. But then when I'm done, I want to be able to tell them what the next steps are. Okay, so this is a really, really cool tool that all of you guys should have. Okay, very, very simple. And then even if you do this and you're not so confident to be able to ask for the actual application itself, then at that point, all you do is get them on the phone. Like, hey, listen, I want you to talk to one of my partners. Can I get you about 5 more minutes? Yeah, pick up the phone and just call somebody. Right? Call your upline, shoot a text to somebody, or even prior to the presentation, which would probably be better. If I'm going to sit down with, you know, let's see here. Who do we have? Let's see. Let's say I'm going to sit down with Wendy and I'm going to show her the business. And I'm going to sit down with her at 11 o'clock. Maybe at about 11, about, hey guys, I've got a one, and I'm going to go through the 1 through 5, the 5-star opportunity sheet. And maybe around 10:15, is there going to be anybody that's available that in case I need somebody that can be open? Yeah, and I might say I'm open at that time. When okay, cool. So I'm presenting the information, and Wendy's like, I really like it, but you know, okay, well, listen, I have one of my business partners kind of on standby. Let me give him a call real quick. Boom, put it on speaker and say, hey, Dr. Jesus, I've got Wendy here, and she looked at the information. She says she likes it, and I wanted to just kind of connect you guys, and then boom, right? So it's about getting creative and sharing, but we know, we love, we trust our products, so this shouldn't be a hard thing for us to do, okay? So before we finish out, guys, any questions? I'm not gonna be able to answer all of them. I'll look at some of them. Any questions about presenting, anything that you're running into, anything that you want me to share or speak on? Love you guys. Have a great day. No questions coming in. So, all right, guys, I will record it. Hopefully the audio is better on the recording. And otherwise, thanks for bearing with me, and we will talk to you soon, guys. Bye-bye.